So I'm heading out on my first ever road trip soon, and I'm so excited because we finally finished the basic setup of the Jeep so that I can sleep and live in it for a couple of weeks. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we did it. It's a pretty simple setup. Yeah, do you want to take that out?
That's alright.
So first of all, husband Luke, and I asked him to show us how he put in the platform.
So this is a basic one, because I feel like if you're going to do this as a, cross-country kind of thing, you want to build something that's a higher platform with storage and drawers that you can get to a little better. But for a temporary solution, if you want to take your back seats out and get some more room, this is what we did here. So, all that. So we just did plywood with a frame underneath it, which I'll show you in a minute. This has storage here, where she's going to keep her cables and stuff. It's pretty basic. It's a sheet of plywood with some hinges. The one thing that I did take from another YouTube person was that they bolted the whole frame to the Jeep where the seat bolts actually go through. So I just ripped 2x4s in half, did a quick frame with it, cut the plywood, screwed it together. I mean, I'm not the best. I screwed up the plywood a little bit. But for what it is, as a temporary thing, it's not a permanent thing, I feel like it works good. And she can lay her mattress down.
And I have a secret compartment.
A little secret compartment. Look at zoom into this. This is a beautiful latch. It's made, I think, for like a little cabinet. So it works.
How hard is it to take the seats out? Because I know that's kind of your job.
It's not hard. It's just the bolts. It's kind of if you do it, just pay attention to where your bolts are. The best thing you can do is take pictures of it. But I do it for work, so it's not too bad to take the seats out. Not with the right tools. So. But overall, as a temporary build, this is what I would go for because it's quick and easy compared to if you're gonna do it more permanent. I would have the 18-inch frame where the frame would come up to like here, and you'd have storage underneath, where you could really take advantage of the full.
There's plenty of that on YouTube. That's why I wanted to show our very simple, easy DIY.
quick and easy.
Thanks, babe. Thanks for doing that for me.
You're welcome. Bye, YouTube. Good to see you.
So once the frame was done, then I knew the measurements and I could kind of continue with everything else. So my brother happened to have this 4-inch just like memory foam padding, and I just cut it. It was like a little too wide, so I cut it to fit, including like the curve, so that it like totally fills out to the door. And then I just got off of Amazon like it's not even a twin fitted sheet. I think it's a cot size fitted sheet. So yeah, that was so easy. And then again, once I knew the measurements of all of this, I now knew the measurements on this side, so I was able to get these bins, which I just got from Home Depot. The brand is Plano, so this small one I think I'm gonna use for food storage. It's got some dividers in here. So this is the small one with the dividers, and then I got 3 more of this big size that don't have dividers. I think they're like 56 quart or something. But yeah, 2 of them fit perfectly stacked behind the driver's seat, and then the one big one there, the one small one there. Originally I thought I was gonna have to do like bungees or something to like keep everything in place. There's all these little hooks in the Jeep, but honestly it all like fits so perfectly that I don't think anything's gonna move around when I'm driving, so I don't think I'm gonna bother with any bungee cords because that would just be a pain. So coming from the backpacking world, like this feels like so much storage and kind of seems unnecessary, but this is gonna be a work trip, so I'm gonna have all my work stuff, my teaching stuff like mannequin head and stand, and then I'm gonna have food and some day hiking stuff. Like I do have a lot of stuff that I'm bringing. Next up, I got these magnet lights, which I found on somebody else's YouTube video. These are sick. They're rechargeable, and they'll magnet to the top of the bar in the Jeep, so I can I installed the like adhesive magnet strips up on the roof. There's 2 of them so that I can have lighting inside at nighttime when I've got all the curtains up, which is what I will talk about next. the curtains. This ended up being the biggest pain in the ass. From what I saw online, quick searches, people usually just make their own curtains, just cut some fabric and like sew in magnets so they can magnet them above the windows, because you need it blacked out at night, right? Like if you're in a Walmart parking lot, you don't want all the lights coming in, but also you're not gonna be able to sleep knowing that people could just look in your windows at you sleeping. So sounds easy, but I'm not much of a sewer. I realized magnets don't work above the windows. Like I think the Jeep is aluminum, the doors. Anyway, so we're like, what about adhesive Velcro? So I went to Joann Fabrics. I found the like just basic cotton material. First of all, it was all folded and creased and wrinkly. Second of all, looked kind of thin and see-through. So I found, I don't know if you can see texture. Yeah, probably not. Also, the lighting is terrible for this video. Jesus. That's really not any better. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. So this is like a velvety material. So it doesn't wrinkle, first of all, which is sick. And it's really thick, so I don't think you'll really be able to see anything through it. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see the texture. So yeah, I buy this. I buy like a roll of Velcro, cut the shapes of the windows, which actually is a pain. I was using like cardboard that I sort of like cut to the size of the window, and then I used that as like a tracing, you know, stencil. And then I cut the adhesive strips, go to stick them above the windows, and then I go to stick the fabric onto that and realize, yeah, adhesive does not stick to velvet material. Like, I don't know in what world I thought that was going to work. Shit. Fuck. But now I'm too far into it to like go backwards. The material was actually kind of expensive, so I ended up having to sew. You're definitely not gonna be able to see this on here. Oh, there we go. Sew the ends of the strips of adhesive so that they won't fall off. What a freaking bitch. It literally probably took me 6 hours to do this because there's 8 windows, or there's 6 windows and then the front and back windshields. And then guess what I did? Didn't measure anything. I'm just sticking adhesive Velcro everywhere and realizing that like, okay, if I line it up with this curtain to this window, that one's not going to work on a different window because I didn't measure it exactly. So I'm like, how am I going to know which one goes to which window? Like, what if they get mixed up? So you know what I did? I sewed little charms onto each of the 8 of them so that I knew which one went to which window. It was just one of those things that seemed like this was going to be a quick little DIY project, and it just turned into a whole thing. Let me put all of the curtains up so you can see what it looks like. And I actually haven't done this yet, so we'll see how dark it is inside during the day like this when I do that. Alright, come in here with me for the last one. Here we go. Well, the door was open, so the interior, oh, there we go. It's pretty dark in here. Let's test my magnet light. There. How's that? It's really not the best video lighting. We'll have to do like this. And want to see the best part? The best feature of my setup. I gotta shut these lights off. My Twinkle Lights. Come on. It's a vibe. Come on, that's sick. Those are from REI. I have not slept in here yet. I need a pillow. One more thing I did I forgot to mention was rain guards. So that way I can roll the windows down and rain, if it's raining, wouldn't come in, and hopefully still get some like airflow. Or maybe if I just crack them slightly, people won't even notice that they're down, And then I'm not really sure, like everyone says condensation is going to be an issue. Like I feel like even someone mentioned because the platform isn't built up, like I'm going to get condensation under my mattress. I don't know. Which is why I feel like maybe I should sleep in it before I leave, because I don't really have time to change anything. I think we're committed, but maybe it'd be good to know if there's an issue before I leave. Okay, so yeah, this is the gist of the basic setup so that I can live in my Jeep for a couple of weeks when I'm on the road. Let me know if you have any thoughts, questions, concerns. You guys are all so good with your comments on my last video where I announced I was going on the road trip and had a bunch of questions. Oh my god, the comments were so helpful. So if you didn't see that and you're planning a road trip, go to my last video. What was it called? I'm planning a road trip or something. In the comments about where to sleep, how to go to the bathroom, all those things. So helpful. So thank you guys for all of that. Keep it up. I might do one more video before I go about just, I don't know, what I'm packing and bringing with me. And otherwise, I will see you on the road. Bye guys.